This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Good morning and happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Tim.
Yeah,
Thanks
you.
for
You
waking up with us bright and early this morning. I am Christelle Kumwe.
Yeah, it is 6 a.m., but we're ready to go, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm Tim Gordon. Coming up this morning, a new president for the Portland Police Union. What problems he's putting first as he takes on this new role.
Plus, business in Beaverton is booming. We'll take you inside a new restaurant happening that just opened downtown.
Yeah, but first let's check in with Keely Chalmers with a quick look at that first forecast.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we've got a nice day ahead of us. We've got pretty warm temperatures and just some passing showers. Here is a look at how your day is shaping up. We're going to be right around 65. Can you believe it? 65 degrees at noon. It is going to be overcast, but it is going to be pretty warm. Mostly cloudy by this evening, 62. As you can see this morning, just some light rain showers out there. We're going to continue to see some passing showers throughout the day today, but nothing too significant. Of course, that changes. Overnight into tomorrow, we have our second atmospheric river headed our way. Right now, most of the energy to the north of us, but it is going to be dropping down to the south. We do have Futurecast lined up for you, and that is going to set us up the timeline. We'll see exactly when that rain hits first the coast and moves into the valley. We'll also look at potential rain totals. Again, not quite as much as that last atmospheric river, but we're going to get a good soaking. We'll talk more about that coming up in your full forecast.
Okay, Keely, thanks so much. Well, we told you about the heavy rains, and Keely just talked about maybe getting some more. Well, we know that the rains have caused flooding in Fairview this weekend. It's become quite the mess for people living nearby, but it wasn't supposed to be that way. There's actually a massive pump system in place that's supposed to prevent Fairview Lake from flooding.
And we reached out to city officials and they told us they couldn't access the pump because the homeless camp nearby wasn't on their property. So we reached back out to the people of Fairview and they told us the property is actually on city property. So actually at this time now we are going back and forth with the city of Fairview and the city of Portland to figure out what can be done about this homeless camp. But of course, we'll keep you posted and have all the details and dig deeper to get answers on our website at kgw.com.
That's right. Well, through these weather challenges, state and federal officials warn you to stay away from flooded areas. Some coastal counties are seeing severe flooding. Parts of the gorge have also had some problems. With more rain on the way this week, the U.S. Forest Service wants people to stay away until things dry up a little more. And we have more information about that as well at kgw.com.
So Portland police are looking for the people who shot at them last night. Officers say this all started with an attempted traffic stop near Southeast 92nd and Halsey. After police used spike strips, two people ran out of the car and fired a shot that hit a police vehicle. Officers locked down the neighborhood for hours. That perimeter was at 102nd and 108th Avenue between Gleason and Halsey. Officers finished the sweep around 9 last night, but they say that they could not find the people involved. Now they're asking the community for help. Anyone who has information about who was involved last night is asked to call the police.
Well, it looks like workers for Kaiser Permanente will no longer strike next week. The union reached a tentative agreement last night. It includes wage increases, racial justice language, and an agreement to address staffing issues. The union says the 3,400 employees in Oregon and Southwest Washington and 52,000 workers nationally will need to vote on the contract. That's expected to begin soon after information sessions for workers. And meanwhile, the Portland Police Association has a new president in place, and he's jumping into the position right away.
And Sergeant Aaron Schmaus is a 17-year veteran of the Portland Police Bureau and now the new president of the Portland Police Association. He was sworn in last Tuesday. A few days ago, a federal judge ordered the union, city, and feds to come up with a detailed plan to implement a body camera program. This comes as the union and city are in the middle of negotiations for a new contract.
There's a lot of work to do, and I think trying to find priorities, just what can we get done, like, and get all the way done. If we can get a contract settled and give our members some stability and some understanding about what working here is going to look like moving forward, I think that does kind of clarify for them how we get more people in as well.
You can hear more from Schmaltz all this week on The Story at 6. We'll also dive deeper into the issue of the community's distrust with Portland police.
Now, also in your headlines this morning, a Multnomah County Sheriff's deputy is really lucky to be okay. He was nearly crushed between cars. You see the cars there. That was by someone trying to get away out in Troutdale. Deputies spotted two people passed out in a car at the Motel 6 there yesterday afternoon with drugs in plain sight in the vehicle. A deputy tapped on the glass to wake the driver up, who we now know as 25-year-old Brandon Lopez. Authorities say he woke up, put the car in reverse, and started to turn, almost crushing that deputy between the two cars. They say Lopez smashed into the squad car while trying to escape, but eventually he gave up. Police arrested Lopez. He's now facing at least 9 charges. A new full-service clinic opened up this week in Washington County. It's offering vaccinations for kids and adults with both Pfizer and Moderna first or second shots and boosters. OHA is planning similar clinics in other areas over the next few weeks. It's looking at Gresham, Wilsonville, and Almsville near Salem as some possible locations. Well, Portland police are looking for the owner of a stamp collection that was stolen last Sunday. Officers went to Southeast 14th and Main Street and they found 3 suspects there. Investigators say they had a valuable collection of stamps in binders, manila folders, and booklets. And 2 suspects were released at the scene, but police think the collection was indeed stolen. Anyone with information should reach out to PPB.
Downtown Beaverton is seeing a resurgence of dining and drinking options. The latest establishment to expand there is Loyal Legion. The beer hall opened yesterday in a historic building in the downtown district. Art Edwards takes us there.
The Loyal Legion is easy to spot. It's at the corner of Southwest Watson and Southwest Farmington Road in Beaverton. In 1930, it was the home of the Bank of Beaverton. Most recently, it was an Arthur Murray dance studio. The beer hall is the first satellite location of the Loyal Legion in Southeast Portland. It'll stick with what's made the original location popular.
You won't see domestics here. It's all local craft beer. We focus on local whiskey, even though we have a bunch of other liquors and a bunch of other whiskeys from around the world. It's important for us to really showcase the locality of things here.
Loyal Legion is the latest addition to a downtown area that is experiencing a revitalization. Ex Novo Brewing was the first brewery to move into the area when it opened in 2019. Several restaurants followed.
This area is just, it's exploding, you know? I mean, we've all seen it.
The city of Beaverton shut down a stretch of Southwest 1st Street east of Watson for outdoor seating. It's available for customers of any nearby restaurant. People taking advantage of what they're finding in downtown Beaverton are excited.
I do like what I see. I think it's awesome. I think what Beaverton community is basically pulling people together right now.
Beaverton is just amazing. The amount of restaurants that we have in a small proximity of each other is fantastic. The fact that they actually closed down those streets right over a block and we can sit outside and we can commute out there, it's just amazing. So it's the place to be right now.
And it's likely more establishments will open here in the near future. Art Edwards, KGW News.
All right, well, we have one more story for you because these are the types of events that make Portland what it is for sure. Yesterday, dozens of you were out at the single-day in-person Portland Book Festival at the Newmark Theater.
And absolutely, the event was actually designed as an intergenerational celebration for storytelling and literature. The event has actually been going on virtually all week. However, yesterday was the only in-person event. There were author discussions, an oyster tasting, book signings, and much more.
I think Portland really is part of like the book nerd map, and that's one reason why we were so excited to be, I think, one of the first round of festivals to come back in person.
The group hopes to hold the festival again next year. However, as of right now, they say it is too early to tell.
Well, if they do it again, I hope they have the oysters again. It's a good combination, oysters and books, why not? Well, a lot of people in our area are still needing help paying the rent. So coming up, what Clark County is doing to relieve that stress for some families.